I'm Jennifer
Triple.
Andrews.
Triple
Our
double.
Pete Evans
Like
was at the
triple,
scene
triple,
today and
triple
joins us now
double.
with
PS5, folks?
People, man.
You stole. Hold up. What button I just hit? Hold up. Time out, bro. Hold up, bro. You stole a PS5 and killed 3 people. What's this show about another Batman video? The biggest 3. Kid V. What going YouTube, man? How y'all come on the bills on the day? How y'all doing? SKIII. Not another if you can see it. Sorry, you know, smash the like button, smash the share button. Follow me. It's been already. Touch my man, on my screen. Look at the description in this video. I know I'm talking a little fast, but I gotta hurry up. Now I'm hurry up. So you gotta lock in, you feel me? But get to it because the video might be crazy. If you're new to the channel, I am Noski. Nice to meet you. Come to that SKIII if you're new to the channel. No awkwardness. Let's get into the video. Don't get you no cap, bro. No babs. But get to it because the video might be crazy. So.
He wins when the family feels.
investigating a triple homicide. Good evening to you. I'm Jennifer
Triple.
Andrews.
Triple
Our
double?
Pete Evans
Like
was at the
triple,
scene
triple,
today and
triple
joins us now
double.
with details.
Monroe
that's
Mayor
how you-
Friday Ellis and the Monroe Police Department held a press conference today after
yeah.
a triple homicide
Oh
took
my
place in the
God.
city last night. NBC 10's Shaw Pryor was at the emotional press conference and has more.
The exhortant thinks those involved knew each other. He also says drugs played a role, and the chief
What?
sounds disgusted as he describes the crime.
What we have here is a special kind of evil. There's evil in the world, but this is a different kind. You got a baby killer that's running around on the loose right now. We've got some very good.
Oh, he's free.
By some fine
He's
detective
free.
work that'll lead us in the right direction.
In a triple homicide in Monroe. 2 adult men and a 2-year-old child were found dead at the scene.
We all put our foot down.
That's crazy, bro. The dad, too.
Are breathing borrowed air. And they are no longer allowed in this community.
Fam, you notice how in life, it don't even be strangers who do you dirty no more. 9 times out of 10, be the ones
These
you
people
know.
you
the
know.
ones you let get
No
too
cap.
The ones you open your door to. Let them chill around your kids, around your space, mess up your peace. Those the same ones that end up hurting you the most. Now, this morning I came across a story that
You
honestly
killed
turned
the
my stomach.
dad, the
A story out
kid,
of
and the
Monroe,
best
Louisiana.
friend, though.
Before I even go further,
That's
let me say
bogus.
this. Man, I ain't
Like,
perfect,
what?
and I don't judge people for their mistakes. But one thing about me and how I was raised, if you do something to a kid, man, I hate you. And I probably don't hate nothing else in life. But if you harm a child, if you take away a life that's young, I hate you. And I can't even fake
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
Most
bro.
of us probably can agree. Growing up where we from, we probably seen a lot of wild stuff. And I done seen a lot of wild stuff, not only growing up where I'm from, but even doing these stories. Gang beefs, set up cases, love gone wrong. But this one right here, this one hit different. Because this was a man, a grown man, who already been arrested 8 times in the last 5 years. 8 times.
8 times in
What that
5
tell you?
years?
And somehow he still managed to come home with the latest happening just 2 months ago, which we'll later discuss. And instead of changing his life, instead of realizing God gave him another chance, he turned around and took the lives of
Did
2
the same
men
thing or
and
something?
a 2-year-old baby girl. That little girl was the daughter of one of the men who lost his life that night. And fam, let's just pause for a second. If you from the streets or even got common sense, and you know why this clown thought in his mind he had to do what he wanted to do with that little girl. Now it's sick.
Is
and
this
it's
a killer
heartbreaking
girl?
that The only reason I can even stomach telling you this story is because these victims deserve to be remembered. This family deserves justice, and the city of Monroe deserves for this monster to be exposed. On top of that, we're gonna find out where we can help and support. But also, if not many, I pray just one. Learn from this story. Everybody not to be trusted, especially when you're doing dirt. So today, we're gonna go over exactly who this man was, his past, what led up to this moment, the timeline of his tragic night, and how the system failed yet another innocent child. If you're a parent from
R.I.P. though, I ain't
Louisiana,
gonna lie, bro.
parent anywhere in this world watching this, the story gonna hit home, because it could have been anybody's family, anybody's baby. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Before we even get into the events of what happened, let's take a second to talk about where this all took place. Monroe, Louisiana. Now, Monroe might not be the biggest city in Louisiana, but it's one of the oldest and most historic. It sits in the northeastern part of the state.
I wanna go to
along
Louisiana.
Washington River, a place that's supposed to be peaceful. Families fishing, kids playing outside. The small town feels where everybody knows everybody. But truth is, Monroe been going through a lot over these last few years. The city population sits under 50,000. And for a place that size, the crime rate is way higher than the national average. In fact,
Dang.
Monroe repeatedly ranked as one of the most violent small cities in America, high in assaults, robberies, and unfortunately, homicides. Some say it's the lack of opportunities. Others blame the poverty rate, which sit close to 35%, nearly triple the national average. You got good people in the city just trying to make it out, trying to do right by their families. But you also got cycles that keep repeating. What's even crazier is Monroe got a deep culture. Soul food, church on Sundays, football on Fridays, and people with big hearts. But between all that, the same pain we see in places like Memphis, Baton Rouge, and Jackson is starting to spill over there too. So when a tragedy like this happens, not a random drive-by, not no street beef, but something that takes the life of a baby, it shakes the whole community to
Like,
its
that's
core.
crazy,
That's why
bro.
wanted
I
to
ain't
give
gonna
y'all
lie,
a
bro.
little
Ain't like
perspective before
taking
we
a
jump
baby
into the
life
story.
though.
Because when you understand what has happened
Man,
and
since
how
she was
the
like
city been
2.
hurting for years, you realize this ain't just about one suspect. It's about a system that keep felling the same kind of families over and over again.
If you live in a Michigan
Like,
zip
that's insane, bro. Killing a baby though, bro. The dad and the best friend, I think.
Now let's go over what led up to the night, the timeline, the victims, and the man police say was responsible. Meet Travis Payton, 24 years old. As mentioned, he's been arrested 8 times in the last 5 years. One of his
8
arrests come back
times.
in January 9th, 2022.
Certified
The shooting victim
criminal,
walked
bro.
up to St. Francis Medical Center with a gunshot wound after being dropped off by a white sedan. The local parish sheriff deputies attempt to conduct the traffic stop on the sedan, but lost sight of the vehicle on Bird Jones Lane. According to deputies, they located the sedan at the corner of Bird Jones Lane and Kegel Drive. Once deputies made contact with the occupants in the vehicle, they smelled a strong marijuana odor in the vehicle. At that time, deputies identified Travis Payton in the passenger seat, who possessed an active warrant, and a 21-year-old identified as Jalen Wayne Dixon. As deputies searched Payton, they discovered 5 grams of marijuana in the left front pants pocket. Once deputies searched the vehicle, they discovered over 2 pounds, a digital scale, and a
Dang, 2
Dickinson
pounds?
claimed ownership of the 9. Payton
Yeah.
chose not to give a statement to deputies. Dickinson and Payton were transported and booked into the correctional center. They both were charged with possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance. As you can see, he was out on bail and that case wasn't over, fam. But he still had arrests after that, with the latest being just 2 months ago. It was August 16, 2025. He got arrested again for having marijuana, this time around 7 in the morning. But once again, he got a $2,200 bond. Then just 2 months
He
later,
was 24
October
years old.
28th, 2025, at around 2:30 a.m., with authorities claiming over a marijuana dispute at a residence at the 2000 block of Grandma Street near the city's public works department. Authorities walked in the residence and saw 2 men and 1 baby girl shot in the head. upon
In the
walking
head?
inside the home.
In the head? You shot them in the head?
And the Monroe Police Department held a press conference today after a triple homicide
And it had to be like,
in the city last night.
like he
ABC
knew where he was
Pryor
shooting him. You
was at
feel
the
me?
emotional
Like, it
press
had to be,
conference
bro.
and has more.
The result of this is the loss of life of a 2-year-old child. If you know something, say something.
Yeah, bro.
Last
That's
night
crazy,
on
bro.
the 2000 block of Grandmont Street, there was a triple homicide that took the life of a 2-year-old child and 2 others.
What we have here is a special kind of evil. There's evil in the world, but this is a different kind. Make no bones about it, baby killers are our highest priority. Any loss of life is terrible. But to do that to a child who never had a chance to do anything is unacceptable in any world.
Ain't see
Monroe
half
Police
a
Chief
quarter
Nick
of their
Sullivan
life.
says that the
You killed the
situation
baby.
essentially involved retribution, and he urged the community to not take matters into their own hands.
Drugs were involved in this case. These individuals knew each other. Retribution was a possibility, and what I encourage the public to do is not take matters into your own hands. I know when the situation is significant as this, when you've got a 2.5-year-old female baby dead, that you want to take things in your own hands. Don't do that. That makes things worse.
The call to action for the community is to
I ain't
report
gonna lie,
any
bro. That's a lot of
knowledge
holding back to do.
situation to help Monroe Police capture a suspect.
This isn't just about this crime, it's about justice. It's important that we all put our foot down to say these folks are breathing borrowed air, and they are no longer allowed in this community. But we are a part of the criminal justice system, and we take our part seriously.
So it was
We
like
ask
the
that anybody else
mayor. I mean,
involved
there's
in
like,
this to
who
take
is this?
theirs serious as well.
At this point, the investigation is still ongoing. For the full press conference, you can visit myarclimits.com. Reporting for your Arklama's news source, I'm Shaw Pryor.
Appeared to be a home invasion. And through countless efforts by
So she
MPD
tried to
officers
rob
and
him?
detectives, along with valuable tips from the public, the following day they was able to identify and arrest the suspect. Police stated in a Wednesday update that Travis Payton, 24 years old, was taken into custody and charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, home invasion, and criminal
So they caught him,
conspiracy.
okay.
The 2 male victims was later identified as Jabor Simpson and Jamal Bosley, and it seemed the 2-year-old girl was Jabor's daughter. May all 3 rest in peace and love and condolences.
Yeah, I ain't
to
gonna lie, bro.
the
RIP,
families.
bro. Come
Now,
down
it's saying
RIP
the
if you
mom
made this
wasn't
further video.
home
I
at
ain't
the
gonna
time.
lie, bro.
And in fact, she got a call that something had happened to her daughter. Didn't know to what extent happened and will she be okay or even survive. According to the aunt, she was on a flight and saw countless posts about her daughter no longer living. And that's when she got the news.
That's
And when
sad.
authorities had announced an arrest, Moore's mom went to Facebook and said the following: "Oh, thank you, God. My baby and Bosley begged for their lives. That was cold and calculated, man. They did not deserve what tragedy that took place. Yeah, I stole a PS5 plus 3 innocent lives. It wasn't that serious. My baby nor Bosley be
A
bothered
PS5,
when you
folks?
fuck people, man."
You stole. Hold up. What button I just hit? Hold up. Time out, bro. Hold up, bro. You stole a PS5 and killed 3 people. You robbed them. You did a home invasion for a PS5. Fuck out of here, bro.
For me, my 2-year-old grandchild is gone. My son and Bosley lives were taken. My birthday will never be the same. Wow, this happened on her birthday. I kicked, screamed, punched at the air, fell out and hollered.
What happened on her
"Daddy,
birthday?
please come out of that house." My baby, nor Bosley, came out of there. They out in body bags. Right in jail, ho. The mom also made another post. "Y'all really went in that house and killed my baby, his best friend and his daughter. My baby is a well-mannered, respectful young man. He loved his daughter so much. He took her to doctor's appointments, fed, clothed, bathed, spent time with, and the list goes on.
Wow.
He was attentive to her daily. He has had the same group of friends since elementary school, and I treated them like my own. He was at home with his daughter, not even expecting intruders, insinuating it was more than one fam to come and invade their home and interrupt their
It was
peace.
more than
It
one,
looked so
too.
bad in that house. That was an act of evil that is unimaginable. They played with y'all for their lives. My baby played for his daughter's life. Y'all really did this bad, though. Neither one of them deserved this. I love my baby, man. That's my baby boy, man. Y'all did not have to do that. I pray justice is served. I pray y'all don't sleep. I pray y'all have nightmares of the mess y'all left us broken hearted behind. We need
Yeah,
prayers
that's
to get through this
sad, bro.
difficult time. I will never be the same. Man, I ain't gonna lie. This one heavy. Every time I think about that little girl, 2 years old, didn't even get a chance to grow up, to learn her colors, to tell her daddy name. It
Can't
hit
even say
in the heart.
numbers.
That's the hardest to process, fam, is that this ain't no isolated situation. It's the same pattern we see over and over again. Police coming out saying this was over a marijuana dispute. And fam, let's be real, it's 2025, man. Unless you having about 100 coming off the truck, what profit you really making? And to take a 2-year-old girl life.
I don't know nothing about them
short
dreads, so I
slump
don't
shit.
know.
Foul, man. More development, fam. I keep you guys updated. This was the story of a young
Yeah, I
man
ain't gonna
and
lie,
his best
bro.
friend.
Shout out to the Family TV, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out to him, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he doing this shit for. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. RP all 3 of them people, bro. Let them rest in peace, folks. Come down, RP if you made this far in this video. But come down, SKIII if you made this far in the video as well. SKIII on tight. Now you do it. Now you're up.